Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 9 on Fargo CW.
Police are asking you to have a conversation with your teenagers about the creepy clown scare that's sweeping the nation, saying, "Don't be stupid." Good evening, and thank you for joining us tonight. Target has pulled clown masks off their shelves, saying they want to be sensitive to the clown sightings and threats happening around the country. Meanwhile, the costume is still flying off shelves at local Halloween stores. Valley News Team's crime and safety reporter Nicole Johnson shows us how the mask is going to affect trick-or-treating this year.
There are some kids that come to my door and they're like really scary, and I'm like, oh my God.
11-year-old Lauren Geary sells costumes at Halloween Express and says there will be a lot of clowns out trick-or-treating.
I'm nervous to go because I'm afraid they're like gonna jump out and get me.
Stay away from the clown costumes this year, for sure.
This dad says because of all the craziness surrounding the costume, he's going to be more alert when taking his son out.
It's not really a joke to be taken too lightly. I mean, I've actually seen a lot of videos of violent reactions to it, you know.
I guess with social media, we're hearing more about it, and I think that's where it's getting carried away.
Dan Thompson is picking out a mask to wear. He scares people with a real chainsaw at a haunted house for the holiday.
I think this will work.
He chose this one and not a clown one after his wife told him it could get him hurt, adding that emotions are running high this year.
Be safe, be aware of traffic, wear something bright, and probably go out even before dark.
Police warn teenagers not to be foolish. Keep the holiday fun for the kids, like Geary, who isn't allowed to trick-or-treat alone.
It's nighttime and all that sort of stuff, so somebody could easily just come kidnap us.
It's difficult to decipher what's actually suspicious on Halloween, according to Fargo police. But if you see something that just isn't right, call 911. Nicole Johnson, Valley News Live.
So if you're trying to figure out where to go trick-or-treating, the app Nextdoor has a virtual map that shows you which neighbors will be handing out candy. We also have trick-or-treating safety tips from the city of Fargo on our website. Just head over to valleynewslive.com. And Hutch, it's been a damp and dark start to our week. I hate to even say that, but is there any chance that we're going to get some sunshine? Please?
Well, you'll have to wait till the 7-day forecast, but in short, yes, absolutely. It looks really nice as we go through the remaining part of the forecast, but for right now, we're holding on to mild temperatures with average highs only in the mid-50s across much of the valley. 50 degrees in the 9 o'clock hour, not too shabby. Indeed, 49 Devils Lake, 52 Jamestown, Lakes Country in the upper 40s and low 50s this hour. Bemidji, you're the cool spot at 42 degrees right now. As mentioned earlier tonight, fog could be an issue with all that new rainfall and moisture in the lower levels of the atmosphere. A little bit of reduced visibility in and around the Bemidji area now, only a quarter of a mile. Here is a look at the satellite and radar. Clouds aplenty across the region. Showers and rumbles of thunder moving toward the cities. Once again, South Dakota seeing most of the shower activity. And for our neck of the woods, if you're in Ellendale, Oaks, Lemoore, Lisbon, you'll be seeing showers continue to pass through. Although the aerial coverage of these showers seems to be decreasing, we still have southern Otter Tail County, also Wilkin County and Grant County with some scattered light rain showers as we continue to see the rain falling from the sky, and thunder and lightning moving toward the Twin Cities for tonight as their unsettled weather continues. Hour by hour forecast, we'll see clearing, at least partial clearing, as we go through the overnight as the rain exits the scene. Watch out for patchy dense fog when you start your Tuesday morning. That could limit your visibility. Wind tomorrow light. That's going to be nice. And thanks to some sunshine, temperatures by midday will be quite delightful, rising up to warmer than we saw this afternoon, upper 50s already. In the afternoon, we'll have an increase in cloud cover throughout the region, but the wind won't be too problematic. And in the evening, if you have outdoor plans, watch out for a renegade hit or miss sprinkle of rain. Notice the model not too widespread with that. Just a few of us will have a chance at seeing a few drops out there. Tomorrow evening looking pretty fair as well. Fargo's planner 43 as you're heading out to the bus stop in the morning. A light jacket should do. Watch out for the fog. Then by midday, really pleasant out there for a lunchtime walk. 57 gorgeous degrees, and in the afternoon 58, 10-mile-per-hour winds, and 13 raindrops or so. That'll be about it. As we look across the region, the warmest weather will be in the southern counties along and south of Interstate 94, 50s elsewhere with a mix of sun and clouds. I think this is what Christine wants. Otter Tail Lake, gorgeous shot there. Mary, thank you for uploading that. Okay, we do have to take a little bit of good with the bad. Temperatures will get mighty chilly with morning lows near freezing on Thursday morning and Friday morning. But look at all that sunshine we painted on there for you, Christine. And in fact, let me highlight this weekend for you. I didn't even want to put a cloud on there because I know that that could limit the fun you may have this weekend.
I appreciate that. I love that I'm seeing sun, and you're right, I do love a good sunset.
Bring your kite this weekend. We could have some wind.
Okay, thanks, Hutch. I appreciate it. All right, 2 arrests have been made after a string of burglaries in Bemidji, Minnesota. The arrest of 2 16-year-olds, and police say as many as 2 other suspects are still on the loose. Police have recovered 7 of 10 handguns that were stolen from this downtown pawn shop. And it's after a window was smashed and the suspects ran off. And over at Slim's Bar on the north end of town, suspects smashed out a side door window and quickly stole some liquor.
Liquor, but not much. He had poor taste in liquor. I'd have gone for the Jameson personally, but he didn't have enough wherewithal. And
basically caused more than a mess than stealing anything.
Right.
Bemidji police also recovered numerous other stolen items. If you have any information regarding these cases, you're asked to contact them. A family from Fergus Falls, Minnesota is preparing to bury their son. Today they are thanking the community for support after he was killed in a hit-and-run crash in Texas. 19-year-old David Grotberg was riding his bike when a driver hit him, then drove off. Grotberg was a sophomore in the honors program at Baylor University. His parents say their son had a strong belief in faith, and that belief is helping them get through this difficult time.
This isn't what I expected. How have we survived since David died? And I said, because we've been training for our whole lives to survive a tragedy without knowing it, just through our faith.
David's funeral is in Fergus Falls tomorrow at 1 p.m. The family says David will be honored in Fargo this weekend at NDSU during the Bison Best Robotics competition. This past weekend, Baylor honored David at the football game, along with other marching bands all across the country. Over 800 people are homeless per night in Fargo-Moorhead. And the shelters in the 2 cities only have 350 beds combined. Churches United held a groundbreaking ceremony for an $8.5 million Bright Sky apartment building that will help house those in need. Valley News Team's Giovanna Simaj tells us how this new apartment complex is making a big impact on the community.
It's a problem shelters around the FM area face every day.
Every day the staff at Churches United is faced with a heartbreaking obligation to tell folks that they're sorry there is no room here for them.
With shelters filling up fast, the homeless number continues to skyrocket, and it's the younger generation in shelters that organizers are most worried for.
Kids who are living at the shelter don't really want to invite friends over to play when they're at the shelter. They can't have sleepovers and do all those normal kid activities.
But now there's hope. Churches United is building a 43-unit complex to provide affordable housing to those who need it.
People are paying over half their income frequently for rents in the community, and some people just do not have the resources to afford a home of their own.
I think it will be a symbol also to the community that this is what we are about. This is part of our calling as Christians.
And the community has helped tremendously. St. John Church in Fargo donated $50,000 to help fix the homeless problem.
I was hungry and you gave me food. I was thirsty and you gave me drink. I was a stranger and you welcomed me.
The reality is that all the shelters are full virtually every night.
Something this new building could change. In Moorhead, Giovanna Simaj, Valley News Live.
Churches United says the apartment complex should be finished by next fall. It will be built behind the Cashwise in Moorhead. From alleged conspiracies to more WikiLeaks dumps, we've got the latest on this year's campaign. Still ahead tonight on Valley News Live at 9.